Welcome friends, this is WeaselFan, and once again welcome back to Hardcore Technical Skyblock on Minecraft. I've done a little bit of work in between episodes, mostly doing one thing, and we'll look at it in a bit, but I wanted to show you the progress. First off, I switched my barrels out for chests, get a little bit more background, and we've gotten plenty of iron, so that's been good. Traded a bit with this dude, not a lot, and got some experience there. But he's unlocked all the way to Ender Pearls, which aren't a big deal. These two are going to be hard to unlock because I don't have a way to get glass set up yet, the sand. But it shouldn't be too long. Got plenty of ways to get redstone and emeralds from this though, so that is nice. Can also trade in some gold, so might be doing that at some point. Now, what I've been doing in between episodes, let's go ahead and sleep. Not for any particular reason, just so that it's a little bit easier to see things. And I hear those guys up ahead. There has been a reason I haven't been sleeping much. And that is due to this thing over here. I have built a massive platform over here. And not much else besides a platform. What this is my way to get Wandering Traders. Now, Wandering Traders, mechanically, they spawn in, they have a, okay, I gotta explain the weird map that they have. So, every about 20 real-time minutes, I'm going to do things in real-time minutes. It's about every, like, 3 Minecraft days, but about every 20 real-time minutes, the game does 3 checks in spots around the player, about, I think it's a 48 radius area around the player to spawn in a Wandering Trader. And it goes from, like, I think it's like 12 to 20 to 50% chances. So it spawns it in, but it checks all the blocks within a 48 block radius of the player to try to spawn this in. That means on average, if you have an ideal situation, you'll get a Wandering Trader every 3.5 real hours. Now, that's still a lot of time even with an ideal situation. So this, I was not going to just be relying on the chance for it to spawn on a non-ideal situation, because that would take forever. So I built this platform here that is exactly 49 by 49, well within the 48 block radius, with a spot in the middle for me to stand. And what I will do is just chill out here, wait for Wandering Traders to spawn in, trade with them, and then go back to going AFK. And I've actually already tested this. I haven't finished walling off the edges yet for safety, but I have already finished testing this, and it works great. I already got one Wandering Trader, and what I got out of him is I'm making a little barrel here to use for this. What I've gotten out of him was I'm going to try to get as much of everything as I can. About 5 of each thing that I purchased. So I got 5 red mushrooms and 5 cactus from him, which are the 2 ways to get those items. I also got a jungle sapling, because this might be a good way to get some. If I can grow these out, it'll be a good way for us to get some vines. So yeah, I don't have to worry about trying to wait for those to buy either. I've got 16 more emeralds and 14 rotten flesh just left over from my last trading session. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to be AFKing there, also going downstairs and farming for rotten flesh. One thing I wanted to do, I forgot to show you last episode, but I want to show you how I've been killing my mobs. So now that I have access to hoppers with the iron, I have built this. And let me turn down the music. I'll just turn it off. Or the audio, not the music. So what this is I added 2 hoppers underneath the slabs here that lead into this chest. And what this is this is going to be my way to passively kill these mobs. What I'm using is mob packing mechanics. So we can have a total of 70 hostile mobs loaded in a world at a time. It will cap out at 70. Now there's 2 squares here, which means I have 2 spots for mobs to stand in. There's actually a limit in the game to how many mobs can stand in one spot at a time. It's called mob packing, which is 20. So there can only be 20 mobs on this block and 20 on this. That is a hard limit. And what happens is if you get more than 20, let's see if we can see it, is it will start killing off the mobs in the blocks. So look at that. Something already died there. I think it was a bat, unfortunately, so we can't see any of the drops. There it is. See, look, I didn't even hit that. That guy just died due to mob packing. See? So what this means is that the problem is if I put a campfire there, the light would light up inside the cube, which would then reduce my spawning rates. But with mob packing, I can actually AFK, and it will automatically kill mobs and spawn new ones in. So I can just AFK here and collect it. I could have done it earlier, but it meant I wouldn't collect the items, so I couldn't AFK for more than 5 minutes, because then 5 minutes all the items up here would despawn. Now that they're going into the chest, I can be AFK here for several hours and just get plenty of rotten flesh. I can take that rotten flesh up to the trader after a while, trade it for emeralds, and then do AFK again on my big platform over there to get some resources. So I'm going to do that for a bit, see what we get. One of the things I would like to get is a pumpkin because I want to try to automate my slime farm, because once I get automated slime farm, I can work on automating the blaze farm. Let's get some blaze powder. With the blaze powder, I can then make magma blocks and make my gold farm a lot more efficient. There's a lot of things I'm working on simultaneously. But that's, I think, what I'm going to do. I'm going to come back after the clip, show you what I've done, and move on to our next project. So yeah, just see you guys in a bit. Yeah, guys, we're back. I've done a little bit more trading over here, but in between the clips, I've also been doing a little bit of work on base. The big thing is I want to try to get away from using the wood and cobblestone. It was useful, but it's not like, it doesn't look great. So I'm trying to work on some new designs. This is going to be like my little spawn hub. You can see I removed the trees for now. But this is where like the world spawn is, so when I die I spawn back here. I wanted to experiment a bit with the glowstone and a few of these waterlogged stairs. I like how it looks so far. Here, I'll show you if we go up. There's a little bit of a way to get a good view of this. Let me see if I can do this. And then you go up here, you go up here, you go up here. I quite like how it looks. It's all waterlogged stairs, so you can walk right over it, no problems. And it's definitely lit up pretty well. Not sure how I'm going to do the edges, but this is all just using the materials I have. And I think I'm going to try to go with this waterlogged aesthetic. When I get some dirt, I might also start using some dirt for the pathing as well. I've got an idea on how to mold that into this kind of look here. But I think this is good. I also just kind of moved all my chests over here for now. And dug out the bit there. What I'm thinking is I'm going to remove this stuff here. And kind of make like a raised work platform up here that has my storage, my cobblestone generator. He's going to be in the middle for now until I have a trading depot set up still. And I think it'll just look a little nicer, and then I'll combine it up with the elevator. And so this will be the hub. Up here's like my workstations, and then I'll have the platforms going out. Then I'll have all the farms, and I'll eventually redo the edges of these items so that they match the aesthetic more for the build. So I think I'm on a good track here. I'm going to do a little bit more work on this and for trading, and we'll move on to the next project. Not sure what I want to do first. I've got a laundry list of items I got to deal with. Lots of farms I need to build, lots of items to collect. I just got to figure out which ones I need to do. Hello there. They just keep coming in, don't they? I got a laundry list of items I have to do, so got to figure out which ones I want to go do first. But yeah. Let me know what you guys think of this. I'm going to continue on with this aesthetic, but I have no problem changing it up if you guys have any better ideas. Do be aware that I do have a bit of a constraint with supplies. I will eventually get basalt. I will eventually get other forms of items, but for right now, this is kind of what I'm stuck with, is stone and wood products. So definitely let me know what you guys think of this, and we'll be back with the next project we're working on. Well guys, it's time to start work on our final project for... Oh, is this guy getting out? That is very weird. Time to start with our final project for today. I'm smelting up quite a bit of stone for what we're doing today, and what we are doing today is actually not in the overworld, it is in the nether once again. So there's several farms I'm trying to work on getting going. One of them is a witch farm, which is going to be coming up soon. I'd like to get a better gold farm and such, but one of the items that I'm going to need a lot of is blaze powder for, number one, making some magma slime blocks for the gold farm. But the other thing is the fact that I want to use that as a fuel source for my furnace arrays, because I'm going through charcoal very quickly, and it's just not worth it to be going through it that much. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do to fix that, and the idea is to finally build us a blaze farm. Now the one on the left is a wither skeleton, the one on the right, this one is the blaze. So what we are going to do is build up a blaze system right there. Now you might be asking, what are we going to use for it? Are we going to use piston pushers? Are we going to use lava to move them? All those not accessible to us. What I'm going to try to do is build another farm similar to the mob farm we have in the overworld, which relies on mob pathing, because blazes are also subject to it. Now, the mob platform down in the main base is made out of wood and also has to be covered. I'm trying to build a lot more nicer and cleaner, and so I'm going to be building this one out of stone. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just getting plenty of supplies together. I'm going to get everything going. I'm going to start working on the farm, and then we will come back when I've made either some progress or finished up, and I can show you what I've done. Be right back. I wanted to give you a bit of a progress report on the blaze farm work. First off, we're going to be in the overworld because I wanted to show you that I've been breeding up, or not breeding up, I've been growing and cutting down the 2 trees I got from the Wandering Traders. So I got plenty of jungle and spruce saplings, and off of the jungle sapling I actually grew a 2x2 and managed to get a bunch of vines off of it. And the reason I got a bunch of vines was specifically because of the blaze farm. Now, I've built the blaze farms out on a flat platform all the way to the different superstructures, which actually the platform managed to hit the very bottom of the superstructure that they were in. You can see the original one, that's the design, it was the same one over here. You can see I've destroyed it and made a box. But the reason is I need to actually get a little bit lower than the level of these slabs to build the rest of the farm. I have to be very careful because I've already fallen off this part once with all my supplies. I had to re-get everything else, so I'm being very careful about walking around. There we go. That should be good enough for now, and I'll just cover it and throw it all in there. You can see I farmed up a bunch of stuff. Yeah, so I wanted to get below this a bit to build out a lower bit of a platform, and this is how I'm going to do it with vines, because you can't use water down here, and I couldn't get anything else to really work very well. So I am going to do this, and none of the stuff I really worry about too much. If I die here and I lose what's in my hands, it's not that big of a deal. Okay. I guess that's it. But I got the stacks lined up, so hopefully I should be able to take a, do I have any more? I have a few extra slabs here, and the pick, you're like, oh, you lost an entire fresh iron pick. No, you don't have to worry about that, because while I've been here, this is filled up with iron, and I'm already having to take from here. Gonna have to build a better storage system for it soon, but I've got plenty of iron now. So it's definitely not a problem to lose an iron tool or two. I'm a little upset I lost the food. Thing is, the first time I fell, I actually had like a whole stack of steak that I was going to cook up, and for some reason I didn't take it out of my inventory, so I lost a bunch of raw meat that I had already bred up. So, yeah. I just wanted to show you my process for getting the platform a little bit lower, because I know that I didn't really explain it very well before, or I hadn't explained it yet, and I wanted to let you know before I finish the project, because the vines are going to be disappearing when I'm done with this. And I didn't want you guys to be confused about what happened. So yeah, we can do like this. We can do this. I don't know how low I'm going to need it to go. And this is of course all kind of temporary. Oh, somebody's calling me. I'm going to have to mute my phone. But yeah. I just want to show you that, so I'm going to stop here, and I will come back with you guys when I've done a bit more work on the blaze farm. So after a little bit of work, this should be fully functional. There is a few problems with this. Oh, I gotta get rid of that cobblestone down there. There is a few problems with this. The first one being, oh my gosh, yeah, that these guys are spawning in, and they really shouldn't be. And it actually might cause me some problems, because as I hit the blazes, it's going to trigger the zombie pigmen to get angry as well. So I'm going to have to figure that one out. But I can't... The solution to that is put some kind of opaque blocks that they'd be able to walk on that will not spawn mobs on it. But unfortunately, I don't have anything like that right now. Maybe I could put some buttons down on here. I don't know if that would stop the mob spawning on this, though, so I'm just going to have to live with it for now. But overall, this is the thing. So this is going to be sealed in. I have this open for a reason right now. What it is the mob spawner, the blaze spawner, is up here right above this block. And the idea is that they will land in here and they will pathfind all the way over to here, where there is trapdoors. And they will then sink down to here, where I can then kill them and collect the blaze rods over here. Now, the reason why they're not spawning right now is this cobblestone platform up here that I have is covered completely with torches. So there's these blocks, there's a layer of torches, and then the mob spawner's right above that. And that lights this up to over 11 for every spawnable spot for the spawner, thereby actually turning off the spawner. The problem is the second I start breaking these blocks, the blazes are going to start spawning and dropping down. So I am most likely going to die here. That is why I have brought some bread and a used pickaxe, and these stone bricks I'm going to keep over here for now so I don't lose them. And I'm going to start trying to break these, and we're going to see if this works. So, you guys ready to see? Let's go see. Here they start. They're starting to come. And then maybe if I go over here, he will pathfind away. This is going to be tough. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to block this up, and I'm going to go grab myself a sword so I can at least maybe try to fight these things and get some full armor going. Let's go see. Yeah, this is the one thing that I was like, I'm probably going to die at this point, but there's not much I can do. I'm just going to have to die because I cannot just leave those blocks there, and I couldn't figure out a better way to do it. I did have an idea of putting some leaves down and putting torches on that, but I don't think you could put torches on leaves. The other idea I had was to put some kind of quick break block like slime, but that would take forever. I thought about wood and lighting it on fire, but I can't guarantee the fire will spread to them all. Yeah, it was just a mess of trying to figure that out, so I am going to instead make myself I grabbed 2 sticks when I needed 1. Grab myself some iron here. And just make myself this full set of iron armor. Because I actually lost the old ones I had falling into the void. Let's see, and then I need 3 more. This thing is great. This farm is fantastic. I love it. Let's see. I'm still thinking I'm probably going to die doing this. But it's the price you pay for progress, I guess. Okay, let's head back. So the idea is that maybe I can, as the blazes spawn in, I can at least try to maybe kill them or knock them away while I break the rest. And maybe survive some ignition. Okay, let's see. I also tried to change as many of the blocks as I could over here into stone-based. Oh, this is going to be a problem. I'm going to have to definitely figure this out. Nope, 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 nope. Not going to be a problem. Okay, let's see. I'm out of food. Okay, let's see. There's not much I can do. I just gotta kind of deal with it. I just gotta kind of deal with it. I just gotta kind of deal with it. Okay. It's gonna kill me. Okay. I mean, there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. I just kind of have to keep dying at this thing. My new plan, I have a new strategy now. I'm just going to take a stack of iron and some sticks, and I'm just going to make a ton of picks and just run over there, grab a pick from the chest and keep breaking it, die, run over there, grab a pick from the chest, keep breaking it, die. And that's my plan. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, that's a bit of a problem too. Okay, guess let's just put this out as best as we can right now. Make the leap of faith here. I'm gonna run in here, see if I can grab any of the old stuff that I had sitting from before. There you go. One of them is wearing my stuff, but that's fine. You know what? I realize I don't have a crafting table here, so I can't. I don't think things through very well, guys. Okay, let's see. Okay. So you know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then I will come back, because I don't want you guys to have to see me just keep dying like this. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, after a lot of deaths, I don't know if you guys are able to see this, but I died like 5 or 6 times. I managed to get everything cleared out, and cleared out some of the stuff, and I want to do a full test with you guys. So I actually also put a bunch of wooden buttons on the floor in there. Try to cut down on the zombie pigmen that spawned in. So let's see, I killed 4 blazes from before. You can see that they're coming in here. There we go, and I get blaze rods. Of course, blazes are kind of a rare drop until I can get some enchanted weapons. It'll be a while, but this is a fully functioning blaze farm. I can just stand here, they'll spawn in, they'll path find their way over here, I kill them, and we get their blaze rods. And what I will be using the blaze rods for two things. Number one, it will be a fuel source. And number two, once I have my slime farm going better and I got a lot more slime, I can upgrade my gold farm to be automatic and only spawn zombie pigmen, which is the goal. Because then I'm going to take that gold, trade it to some piglins that I'm going to get from this old farm before I tear it down. And we can start trading for some gravel, some quartz, some obsidian, and there's a lot of stuff I'm going to get from that. And I'm just happy to start moving on to some better resources, because I definitely have some plans for that as well. So yeah, guys. I think we're going to stop there. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a good time. I know I did. If you liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to see future episodes. Thank you once again for joining me. I hope each and every one of you have a wonderful day. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next episode of Minecraft. Goodbye.